Welcome, guys. Today we're talking about a skill that can completely transform your life: communication. Think about it. Whether you're talking to someone at work, having a heart-to-heart with a friend, or trying to express your ideas, communication is key. But here's the thing, most of us aren't born great communicators. It's something we can all work on and improve. The good news? It's a skill that can be learned, and I'm going to walk you through some simple yet powerful ways to do just that. By the end of this, you'll have tools and tips to communicate more clearly, confidently, and effectively with anyone, in any situation. So, stick around. This is going to be fun and super useful. Let's talk about improving your communication skills. You know, communication is one of the most important skills you can ever learn. It affects every part of your life, whether you're talking to a friend, applying for a job, or just trying to express how you feel. Yet, many people struggle with it, and that's okay, because communication is something you can work on and get better at, just like any other skill. The first step to improving communication is understanding that it's not just about talking. It's also about listening. Often we think communication is all about what we say, how we say it, and making sure we're heard. But the reality, when you listen carefully to others, you not only understand them better, but you also create space for better conversations. It's like a two-way street. So next time someone speaks to you, make sure you're really hearing them, not just waiting for your turn to talk. It can change the whole vibe of the conversation. Now, let's talk about clarity. Ever been in a conversation where you were confused about what someone was saying? Or maybe someone misunderstood you? Clarity is key. Be clear and concise. Don't ramble on or use too many words to say something simple. People appreciate when you're direct and to the point. Think of it like this. The clearer you are, the easier it is for someone to understand and respond. Confidence is another big piece of the puzzle. It doesn't matter how clear your message is if you say it with hesitation or doubt. Confidence in your words makes people take notice. You don't have to shout or be aggressive to show confidence. It's about the tone you use, the eye contact you make, and even the pauses between your words. Yes, even silence can speak volumes. It shows you're comfortable in what you're saying and in the conversation itself. Another thing to keep in mind is to know your audience. How you talk to your boss at work is probably different from how you talk to your best friend. The ability to adjust your communication style based on who you're speaking with is an underrated skill. It shows that you're not just talking for the sake of talking, you're genuinely thinking about who's on the other end of the conversation. You might use more professional language in some situations or be more casual in others. That flexibility makes you a better communicator in any setting. Let's not forget about body language. Have you ever noticed how someone's body can tell you so much about how they're feeling, even without them saying a word? Your posture, your facial expressions, your gestures, all of these things communicate just as much as your words. If you're slouching or avoiding eye contact, it might send a signal that you're disinterested, even if your words say otherwise. On the other hand, sitting up straight, looking someone in the eye, and using open gestures can make you seem more engaged and confident. So next time you're in a conversation, take a second to think about what your body might be saying. Something that often gets overlooked is patience. Sometimes we rush through conversations. We don't give others the time to think, reflect, and respond. Being patient in a conversation shows that you value what the other person has to say. It's also a sign of respect. And when people feel respected, they're more likely to communicate openly with you. So, don't be afraid of silence. Let the other person take a moment to think. And, of course, practice makes perfect. You can't expect to become a great communicator overnight. Just like anything else, it takes time. Don't be discouraged if you mess up or feel awkward at first. The more you engage in meaningful conversations, the better you'll get at expressing yourself clearly and confidently. Start small, maybe with close friends or family, before tackling bigger conversations, like in professional settings or public speaking. It's all about building your comfort zone little by little. Also, remember to ask questions. Sometimes, we think we need to have all the answers, but asking the right questions can be just as powerful. It shows you're interested, that you care about what the other person is saying, and it keeps the conversation flowing. Good communicators aren't just good at speaking, they're good at getting others to speak as well. Another thing is empathy. When you try to put yourself in someone else's shoes, it changes the way you communicate with them. You become more understanding and considerate. Empathy allows you to connect with people on a deeper level. When you show that you genuinely care about how someone feels, they're more likely to open up to you. And that's when real communication happens, not just exchanging words, but truly understanding one another. It's also important to stay open-minded. Sometimes, we go into conversations with preconceived notions or biases, and that can block good communication. Stay open to what the other person has to say, even if it's something you might not agree with. You don't have to change your opinion, but understanding where someone else is coming from can lead to a more productive and respectful conversation. People appreciate when they feel heard, even if the other person doesn't share their point of view. Lastly, don't forget to smile. It sounds simple, but a smile can go a long way in making communication smoother. It makes you more approachable and sets a positive tone for the conversation. Even in difficult or tense situations, a smile can help break the ice and make things feel a bit lighter. It's a small thing, but it can make a big difference in how people perceive you. So, in the end, improving your communication skills is all about a combination of things. Listen actively, speak clearly, be confident, and pay attention to your body language. Practice patience and empathy, ask questions, and stay open-minded. And remember to smile. So there you have it. Thanks for sticking around with me, and I can't wait to see how you level up your communication skills. Do like, subscribe, and comment.